Alright, so hello, my name is Raul, and I'm talking on behalf of Gulliver Schools Engineering. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do an animation file.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to do is create a new file. And it will be called an IPN.
Go ahead and close the Java update window.
So first you need to wait
It's going to take a while to load.
Yeah, it will take a while to load.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you've already done the parts for this train, and you've created an assembly of all those parts, and now you're going to make an animation based on the assembly file.
Yes, I already have the assembly file, and now I'm going to open up the assembly file. So first you need to have an assembly file before you can do a presentation.
Okay.
So now I'm going to create view. Then it'll tell me to select which assembly file I want to create the view of. So here, if you have any open assembly files that haven't been edited yet, they would be there. The assembly file that I'm going to be used has been edited
Okay, wait,
yet.
stop right there real quickly. Before you click the Explorer button, talk to us about manual and automatic. What's the difference?
I'll talk about that once I open the
Okay,
Explorer.
go ahead.
So first I need to open the Explorer. So I'm going to go to my USB, which I connect to this computer. And I think I called it train assembly the best. Okay. So the difference between manual and automatic. Manual allows you to do everything by yourself. Automatic, it gives a pretty good explosion of the features. And if you do manual, and if you do automatic, you can still do manual after. You can delete and add. But automatic's pretty good for our case.
Our purposes.
Our purposes, yes. So you want to keep the create trails so it shows you where everything's moving. You can turn those off when you're making the video, but for now it's pretty good.
Okay.
And the distance one is pretty short, so I decided to make 3.
Okay.
And you hit OK, and it'll automatically make the figure with the explosion. Zoom out a little. However, the automatic feature does make mistakes. As you can see right here, this feature has not been exploded, and the feature right here have not been exploded. So things you need to do is open the explosion feature, open the train assembly, either select the actual feature from here, or select the feature from here. Once you hit the feature, hit tweak component. It asks you to do a direction. You can choose the surface to get the direction off of. Any flat surface will do for this one. Hit the surface, then hit the component that I want to move, so link arm, and then I hit the direction that I wanted to find, the distance that I want to move it, and across which axis. So I've chosen the z-axis, and I've decided to do 1 inch more.
Okay.
So I hit OK, and it'll show me the feature right here. Then I have to do the same thing again for the other feature. So switch to the orthographic view. Clear this. So I need a new direction. So I have a flat surface, z of 1. The component as the fillet right there, and check. Okay, now I can close the animation feature and open up animate. Now there's one problem that happens. When I hit play, you notice that it's freezing.
It takes a while.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
It'll
You need to give it a second. The feature cuts the thing up into 2 pieces. You probably couldn't see it because of the glitch. However, if you look here, you see sequence 3, and then 2, 1. What you can do is select the first one and the second one, and hit the first. You need to reset. You need to select all features. So hit the first, hit shift, and hit the last. Then the group feature will become available. Group all of them so the sequence is at the same time. Have the interval of 15 because 25 is a bit too fast, and repeat it only once. So apply.
Why would you want to group them?
Why would you want to group them? So everything happens at the same time. You could separate the grouping and make one go into one and the other one go in and the other one go in. However, grouping is much easier. So you play it and the whole feature comes together. I'm going to do it.
And zoom in so we can see the animation a little better.
Reset. Okay. As simple as that.
Okay.
What was it? P? All P.
Oh, okay, now that we've seen, folks, how you can take an assembly file and create a animation from the assembly, now let's investigate how we can tweak the animation so that you can give it more functionality. For example, in the case of the train, we don't just want all the parts to fit together nicely. Now we want, for example, the wheels of the train to go a certain direction. And that means also, because you've got that linkage arm attached to the wheels, you also have to have the linkage arm move, right? And you also have to have the pegs move. One of the ways you can describe that type of circular motion is if you've got like some type of etching or writing on the peg. When the wheel spins, so does the writing on the peg will also turn, right? Okay, go ahead, Raul. Show us some of these more advanced features in
So
of IPNs.
to do an advanced animation file, you have to first open up a new IPN file. I'm going to again open the same one, so create view, and go to the browser window, and do the train assembly the best. I decided to do manual this time because I don't want an explosion, so I hit OK. Today I'm only be animating the first wheels. I won't be animating the second set of wheels because that will take a very long time. So, the first thing I have to do is open up the explosion so I can see what I'm doing and what I'm animating. I want to tweak components, and the first thing I want to do is make this wheel move. So I choose the interior of the wheel so I can get a good circular motion. I've chosen the interior of the wheel, and now I need to choose a component. I choose the wheel, and I choose that I want it to spin this time instead of moving in a straight line. Now that I've chosen the wheel to spin, I choose what direction to spin. The Z plane will cause it to spin in a counterclockwise rotation. So I choose a 360-degree spin. I hit OK, and now the wheel will spin. So I clear the feature. Now I go to direction again, and I choose.
But if you cleared the feature, won't it clear the spin?
Actually, no, it won't. Then the next thing I have to do is select this linkage peg and choose the direction in which I want to move it. Of course, sorry. This time, you see is the Y plane is the one that's rotating. So I want to choose the Y plane. However, I actually have selected the wrong feature, so I want to hit clear. What's very important about selecting the middle of the circle is you want to make sure you actually select the middle of this circle, which is right there. Now the Z plane is the one moving counterclockwise. So the components I have to choose now would be the linkage arm. Oh, I just hit the train. Okay, directional. There. Component. Linkage arm. And peg. And this feature I also want to spin 360 degrees. Then the next thing I want to do is also have this wheel spin 360 degrees. So to do that, I choose the direction, choose the 360 degrees, then do the components that I want to spin, which is the wheel and this linkage peg. Then I choose OK. Now one more thing that I have to do is also make this linkage peg move. So I hit clear, directional, component, this linkage peg, 360, check, clear, close, animate. Now I'm not expecting this animation to work the first time. You have to experiment with many animations. So I hit play, and I see the linkage arm will move, then the back wheel will move, and this will move. And then this whole feature will move. So of course there's a problem.
Right.
So the problem is that I have to group all these animations at the same time. Because if they happen at the same time, I'll act like a realistic event. So I select all the sequences, to give it a second because the inventor is a bit slow on me today. Select and group them. However, when I was watching this, I noticed I forgot one small tweak, which is a directional tweak, a component, and again a 360 degree movement to check. Close, animate. Oh, darn. What is this animation right here? I think that's an animation. Okay. I need to redo that tweak because there was a fault. Do a directional, do a component, then do 360 degrees. And check. Now, what I have to do is go back to animate, reselect everything, and regroup. Now I can apply and play, and hopefully the wheels are moving the same direction. But as you can see, this wheel is pissed off. So what I have to do is go into this linkage arm and see what's messed up. So that motion. So I would delete these two and redo the linkage arm. Go to tweak components, choose a direction, choose a component, again the linkage arm, and make it spin in a 360 degree motion again. Apply, clear. Then again, oh, whoa, oh. Darn it, keep doing this. One more very important thing is you have to make sure you choose spin instead of move, because I just moved it in 360
Oh, you moved it.
inches instead of spinning it 360 degrees. So that would have been a bad one. A common mistake, however, easily fixed by just deleting. And go back here, choose the component, do an angle measure of 360. Now I check. Then one more thing needs to be occurred. I have to choose the direction. Goes across this plane, and the z-axis, and the z movement of the component of the linkage arm. Ooh, do not select train, unselect train. Deselect train. Okay, I need to clear. Alright, direction, component, movement 360 degrees. Choose, close, animation, drop down, group, apply, and play. And now you can see that the wheel moves with the linkage arm.
Very nice.
Oh, sorry.
Very nice.
Any questions?
Very good, Corey.
No questions. Okay. Control, pause.
Close all those.
All